Alright, so today we're gonna review levels of polyglotism explained by one of my favorite language YouTubers, the Language Simp. This guy is amazing. He got me into language learning. Kaufman did as well, but he played a much bigger role. So just let's get into it. I haven't watched this video yet. But
Assalamu
yeah.
alaikum i dobro požalovec na moj kanal. My legal birth name is Language Simp, and I'm a hyperpolyglot gigachat alpha male who is very attractive to every
Shout
woman
alpha male.
and man on the planet. One of the most
So
frequently
like,
asked
what an
questions in the
iconic
language
line,
learning
bro.
community is how many languages does a person need to speak to be considered a polyglot? What about a hyperpolyglot? And could there perhaps be even higher levels of polyglottism? Well, today I'm going to explain every level of language learning all the way from being a monolingual beta to
Okay, so I'm gonna put it out right there. From what I looked up on the internet, a polyglot is somebody who speaks four or more languages, and a hyperpolyglot is somebody who speaks seven or more languages. Hyperpolyglot by the year 2032, boys.
speaking every single language in the universe. So let us know which level you're at in the comments, and also
Bro,
tell
his
us what country
sarcasm,
you're
bro.
from so we could judge which one has the most accomplished language learners. If you speak one language, you are a monolingual beta. You
yeah.
most likely just speak the language of the place that you spawned in. You started learning this language while you were in the stomach of your birth parent, and then you were spoon-fed the rest of it while you were growing up. Therefore, your fluency in this language means absolutely nothing, and you are a beta. You, for whatever reason, don't understand the appeal of learning a language. Maybe you're sheltered,
You
close.
see, I'll never be able to relate to this because where I come from, almost nobody speaks just one language. Like there's always two languages, bro. It's either English and Urdu or Punjabi, or like some mixture of these languages, bro. I know a guy, I think he speaks 4 to 5 languages, and like a lot of them are smaller minority languages, but still, bro, it's crazy.
Close-minded, not very curious about the world, or perhaps just American. The only possible way you could shock natives at this level is with a taser. You
Is
reek,
with
but if
the
you're a
T.
monolingual beta who now wants to learn a language, your stench is not as noticeable. You've seen the light and taken a linguistic shower. Even I was once a monolingual
Oh my god! His picture! Oh my god.
beta. If you speak two languages, you are a bilingual Billy. You may simply have parents from two different cultures. Perhaps your father is a native femboy German speaker, while his husband, who is also your father, is a native spicy Spanish speaker. Or perhaps you got a lucky
What?
spawn in a DLC
Bro.
region where two languages are widely used, like Barcelona or Montreal. So effectively, you're native in both of them. But if you had to learn your second language, that's much more impressive. You've broken out of monolingualism and you are now lingualized. Bilingual Billies are one step up from monolinguals on the food chain, and thus they admire you. Normies think you're smart and cultured, and women may be attracted to you. If you speak 3 languages, you are a trilingual.
Alright, so here's what I'm gonna say. I technically speak 4, but I don't count Urdu and Hindi as different languages. But if you were to ever count the unique number of speakers, I would put Urdu, and then I would just put like unique number of speakers combining Hindi because it's the same language, bro. Everybody has that who speaks my language. And Punjabi is like, I understand it because I was immersed in a lot of the movies. Speaking, I can't respond, but like it's still kind of like I butcher a lot of the words. And I remember this guy I once saw on Instagram, Sangtar. The guy, he said, wait, let me search it up. Hold on. What was the real? No, I forgot. But if I see it, I'm definitely gonna put it up here. He said where his son cannot speak a Punjabi, and then his son uses a feminine term for himself, "Daddy मैं कर दी होनी है," something like that. And it was so funny, bro. The guy's funny as hell. He said, "अपनी पिपनी कटा दे." Bro, Punjabi, I love Punjabi, man. And my fourth is Spanish. It's nice, but Still got a long way to go, bro.
Timmy. The odds of getting a spawn that make you a trilingual Timmy by default appear low at first. Perhaps you were born in Luxembourg or Singapore, but also many spawn points in India will force you into trilingualism at a young age, and the odds of spawning there are astronomical. I suppose you could alternatively come from a multi-ethnic polyamorous family, but chances are slim. This is the first level.
Do I know anybody? No, I
Level
don't.
where you're truly impressive, and you can begin using your languages to peacock in an attempt to attract a mate. You're no longer just someone who learned a language.
Bro, I love his
You're
sarcasm,
now a
man.
language guy.
Come on.
Taste so good, you'd catch flavors, not flights.
Look, you gotta start paying YouTube to not give me these ads, bro.
To the average American, the concept of speaking 3 languages feels about as impossible and mind-blowing as the concept of the United States having free healthcare. If you speak 4 languages, you're a quadrilingual Quenisha. There's not much difference between the last level and this one. It's a bit easier to aura farm at this stage, and your charisma stat is increased, but the difference is subtle.
Well, I could be biased on this one because I'm learning my 4th language, but I mean, come on, I haven't really met anybody who speaks only one language, at least 2. Like, bro. Oh yeah, I'm sleepy as hell,
Bilingual
bro.
Quenishas naturally alpha mog trilingual Timmies in the
It's
wild,
like, what,
but
7
most normies
p.m.,
will
8
react
p.m.
the same way whether you say you speak 3 or 4 languages. Many people in the Balkans actually spawn as quadrilingual Quenishas. This is due to a glitch known as the Balkan exploit, where Serbian, Croatian, Montenegrin, and Bosnian are all the same language but called different things. Therefore, technically someone from this region speaks 4 languages by
Oh
default.
yeah, he mentioned that
But
in
if
one
you
of his
speak
previous
5
videos.
languages, you are now a polyglot, and you're officially allowed to sell a course or book on language learning to people at lower levels, which is
that's
why I'm
true.
selling the Hyper Polyglot
5
Handbook on
languages.
language
I thought it would be 4 because that's the traditional definition that is used for a polyglot.
Simp.com for 30% off.
But that's what I was thinking. Like, technically, I'm a polyglot too because I'm an A2 Spanish, right? It's my 4th language. I speak 4 languages. Technically, I should be a polyglot, but that's just too little effort. Like, I have not made enough efforts to be considered a polyglot. Like, bro, I need at least one more language and fluency in both Spanish and this other language to be considered a polyglot.
During the holiday
Like, bro.
season. No, I'm editing the video right now and I've decided it should be 40%. So 40% discount on languagesimp.com. Use code Christmas. 40%
I'm gonna
off
buy his
code
book
Christmas.
sooner or
Seriously,
later, bro,
40% off
trust
for
me.
the holiday season. I want
I
everyone to
love
accomplish
this
all their
dude.
New Year's resolutions with languages, and I hope that you're learning Arabic this year or next.
Language Simp, if you're watching this, bro, I'm gonna buy your book sooner or later, man. I was like, man, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna sign up to this guy's Patreon. He got me into language learning. I like watch all of his videos and everything. I was kind of slacking like recently, but I'm back at it again. Like he keeps me hooked onto these languages, bro. Like it's so fun.
Next year, I guess. If you're a polyglot, you're well versed in multilingualism and you're automatically respected everywhere you go. At this point, you've most likely unlocked communication with NPCs from a large portion of the world's DLC regions.
A large
unless you've been
portion.
grinding
I
small
wouldn't say
languages
that.
Like Albanian, Sinhalese,
I wouldn't
and
say
Greek.
that, bro.
Everyone thinks you're a genius, a gifted savant who has done the
I
impossible.
can't speak to a
So
lot of
women flock to
Europeans
you,
and
even
everything.
small, typically skittish
Just with my
animals
English, I can speak to them. But imagine if I had Spanish and French, and then I would like learn Italian. Ooh, that would be crazy, bro. I'm not posh enough for French though.
will feel comfortable in your presence as they can smell or echolocate your multilingualism. This is the first level where you unlock a superpower. You now have the ability to reliably excite natives with your tongue. Natives shower you with hospitality, gifts, and attention when you shock them in
Bruh.
their language, and sometimes they even do backflips. You've maxed out your charisma skill
Bruh.
tree, and you can flawlessly switch from one language to another like a circus monkey to entertain monolingual betas for a side hustle or even a full-time career. If you speak 6, 7 languages, you're still just a polyglot but with an added language or two, so we call you a polyglot plus.
I'm too
Some
grown- I'm too
organizations
grown up
claim
for
that
this, bro.
speaking 6, 7 languages makes you a hyper
Why
polyglot,
did
but
he do
it seems
that,
too low in
bro?
my
He's
humble
28,
opinion.
man.
It's important to note that
But it's
Polyglot
fine.
Plus is the
He's
level where
like, bro, I
heterosexual people
I
of
should
the
do.
same gender will begin to find you attractive.
All right,
However, if you speak
all right.
over
Let's go.
8 languages, you are a real hyperpolyglot. At this point, you're an expert language learner. You most likely have almost all of the world's DLC regions
I
unlocked,
should have
and your
8.
tongue can move, curl, and roll in every direction
I
in
should
3D
have
space
8
permitted by
by
Newtonian physics. You also unlock the
2036,
ability to have
definitely.
IRL subtitles when you're speaking with NPCs at this level. Your oral abilities cause natives to involuntarily backflip as your words infiltrate their slow and fast twitch muscle fibers in a process not yet understood by biologists. Monolinguals stare at you in awe as you blow their minds with your tongue, and the only way to hoard off the unwanted attention from monolingual betas on the street is to wear a muzzle. But if you speak over
15
Welcome
plus
to the
languages.
National Institute of Technology.
I think Steve Kaufman
Pakistan's first
speaks 15
for
plus
15
languages.
languages, you are an ultra polyglot. You've done the unthinkable and learned so many languages that you probably can't even remember which ones you speak. You shock natives so hard that you risk giving them a heart attack when you speak in their tongue. Monolinguals can't even look in your direction. There's a glowing aura surrounding you at all times, and your brain is overflowing with swagger, causing you to
Bro,
rapidly
what?
shift your thoughts from language to language with energy you harnessed from the Tower of Babel.
Man, low key, this is kind of like my dream. Like when I am 80 years old and when my brain is technically 6 to 13 years younger than the average person. So technically, I'm still 67 years old. This is my dream. I want to be speaking 30 languages, bro.
Babel, you no longer fear the Luo Dingo Owl. He fears you. At the ultra polyglot level,
Luo
you unlock
Dingo.
a variety of superpowers. You can move objects with telekinesis, and you can sometimes no-clip through hard objects like walls, although this is difficult at this stage. The most famous ultra
what?
polyglot is a friend of mine, the great Steve Kaufman.
See?
One day, him and
Told
I
you,
were
bro.
enjoying coffee at a quaint cafe, and when I told him I didn't speak Swedish, he telekinetically lifted me off the ground, propelling me through the roof of the building. And he wouldn't let me down until I bought a subscription to Link. Then I watched him.
Oh, Swedish, bro. That reminds me of it has like a crazy tone. Swedish. Swedish. I can't. But I can't speak Swedish, bro. But Swedish sounds like that. I saw a video of the language simp and Steve Kaufman recently. And in it there was an audio where the guy was speaking Polish with a Swedish accent, and I genuinely thought it was Swedish. Now that I've watched a lot of his videos, I can spot languages not that easily, but yeah, I can. Well, I do listen to a lot of other podcasts and everything, but his channel was like the entire reason I started all of this, bro.
Kid you not, walk straight through a wall out the side of the building. Seriously, this happened. Click the link in the description if you want to watch the video. If you speak over 50 languages, you are a
50 languages, bro. Let's say I do one language per year, but that's like considering I dedicate my entire life to languages. Ooh.
super
Right, yeah, that's not
polyglot.
happening.
The name super
Maybe.
polyglot comes primarily from the fact that this is the level where you unlock the most superpowers. Your tongue is now strong enough to lift a blue whale, and it can also now maneuver in non-Euclidean planes,
Definitely, bro. He should add levitating in there, bro. Like,
allowing you to make rare, exclusive noises previously thought impossible for humans to utter. If you shock a native, a lightning bolt comes out of the sky and kills them. You can now also reliably walk through walls, shapeshift, fly, and even shoot lingots out your ass at the speed of light. One confirmed super
bro, I
polyglot
like
is
this
my
guy
friend
so much,
Richard
bro.
Simcott. He's a very
Wait. Does he speak 50 plus? Hold on.
light. One confirmed super polyglot is my friend Richard Simcott. He's a very humble and handsome guy, but one time we were in Prague, and when I told him I didn't
I follow this guy on my language learning page, and I did not know that.
know how
Bro,
to speak
50
Uzbek, he
plus.
snapped. He shapeshifted into a giant eagle and flew me on his back to Boysun, Uzbekistan, where he forced me to study Uzbek to a D1 level. If you speak over 100 languages, you are
Oh shit,
a
it's
mega
Hal from
polyglot.
Megamind.
You no
The
longer
Mojang.
need to eat, as your body burns all the Anki decks you've memorized for fuel. You've unlocked virtually all DLC regions on Earth, including areas inhabited only by animals. You most likely speak a variety of animal languages, and the mega polyglots I've met spoke aquatic languages such as largemouth bass,
Bro.
lobster, and even
Come on, bro. We dead ass, bro.
femboy lobster. And
I think these entire like 2 minutes, he's just gonna like omniglot. Yeah, it's
mega
just sarcasm
polyglots have
after
even learned
sarcasm.
communication at the cellular level and can speak bacteria through means of microbiological signaling with single-celled organisms. But tragically,
What am I doing
harnessing
with
your
my hands,
powers
bro?
at this level gets a little dangerous. When you shock natives, they explode with the power of a nuclear bomb. If a mega polyglot were to film an Omegle video shocking people from around the world in various languages, humanity would end and a nuclear winter would commence. You've unlocked intergalactic travel and you no longer need oxygen. To breathe, you simply inhale your words as you say them, and your blood is made of liquid grammar. And finally, if you speak every single language in the universe, you are an omniglot. Your
Bro,
atoms
I
are now
wonder if like there's gonna be some type of tech in the future that's gonna allow people to learn this many languages. I'm not talking about the y- translating stuff in your head and stuff like that, like Neuralink and all that. I'm talking like people actively learning 100+ languages. Maybe in the near or far future, where the average human lifespan is like, well, it's not that possible for 150 years to be like after like 100 years, except for that guy Brian Johnson. I mean, who knows? He might live up to
now
150.
replaced with words held together by covalent pronunciation bonds, and if you choose, you can even transcend outside of your body. You're capable of having meaningful conversations in the over 7,000 currently known languages in the world,
7,000
and
is
hypothetically the
crazy.
billions in the universe, including conlangs, ancient dead languages.
Here's my opinion on conlangs. I don't hate them, but I don't love them either. I'm definitely gonna learn one in my lifetime, or multiple. I don't know. I'm genuinely, definitely gonna learn one. And to be honest, Italian is a conlang if you see it from that perspective. Watch his video on a language review Italian. He talks
Sign
about it.
languages, and you can even speak plant through linguistic photosynthesis. However, despite knowing it, most omnipolyglots refuse to speak Esperanto. The only confirmed omnipolyglot in the Milky Way galaxy is Wouter Quarterveiner. So in conclusion,
Oh,
who
I've seen
cares what
this
you are at
man.
the
I've
end
seen
of the
this man.
day? These labels, including polyglot, are stupid, and they'll keep you trapped in a cycle of comparison and shame. Yes, I say I'm a hyperpolyglot gigachad on this channel, but if you were to meet me in person, I'd probably just say that I love languages and I'd list the ones that I've studied.
Okay,
I
that's
recommend
valid.
you do the same so that we could avoid this whole
That's valid,
cringe
bro.
label game altogether. And
Cringe label game.
that's
What
the
he
video.
calls.
As I said, 40% off of the hyperpolyglot.
Oh my god. I mean, what do I think of the video? I mean, a lot of sarcasm, a lot of typical language simp humor, but similar to what I talk about on my music page, which is my main page, there needs to be a lot of individuality to a person for for him to stand out, for him or her to stand out. Like if you don't have any individuality, like I don't see, I haven't yet seen another person like language, and maybe there is somebody that I don't know about. But like, come on, and the same goes with my one of my favorite rappers, Yee. His ad libs, oh bro, they carry like, bro, it's crazy, bro. There will never be another Yee and no other language simp, bro. Come on. But yeah, that's the end of the video. I'm definitely gonna be looking at a lot more of his videos in the future because, bro, this man got me into language learning, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna stick with me for quite a while. I do want to meet him in person soon, cause like, bro, why not, man? Why not? Anyways, I'm gonna see you on the next one.